Hey Libra, this is going to be a tarot reading for your sign between the week of the 15th to the 21st of September. Let's begin. Getting a bit of a channeled message here. Things in front of you might seem a bit messy. You might be working on something, like really focused on something, but things in front of you as you're working are quite messy. But you're managing to sort of stay focused and stay aligned to what you are doing. I feel like it's like kind of clutter that's like around you. So I'm getting you are having some sort of breakthrough here, some sort of growth in regards to whatever this is that you're focused on. And I'm hearing this is career, and it can be love for some of you. But you're having some breakthrough in your growth here. It's making you feel more inspired this week, whatever this breakthrough is, whether it's love or career for you. You're reaching a new horizon. Oh, that's in the front. Interesting. So your pre-week energy for this week is showing me that you're going through some sort of transition within yourself in regards to finances, career, love. Is both. Is both. So you're having whatever this breakthrough is. You're having it in both career and in love. It's in both. It's in both fields for you. I think you're equally focused. I feel your energies. You're very focused on both of these. You're trying to manifest more of these things into your life. I feel like you've manifested things that you don't desire, things that you haven't wanted, is what I'm hearing. In your life, you've manifested things that are just headaches and problems. I'm hearing headaches and problems for you. Yeah, and it feels like you're kind of tired of it. You're tired of not having what it is that you want. I see you put a lot of effort into whatever you do. You try your hardest to succeed, and you try your hardest to get what you want. You're not shy to apply apply some hard work or apply some determination to get there. But I see here you're having a breakthrough. You're going to see some growth, but you are transitioning prior to this week. So your pre-week energy is you are transitioning. You are making this big transition within yourself. I feel like this is sort of like a perspective shift coming within you of realizing. It's a realization. It's a deep realization that you need to heal yourself. You've been healing more other people than you have yourself. You've been kind of like been fidgety with yourself. You're not quite you're not quite patient with yourself. You're quite fidgety when it comes to yourself. But you're realizing here, you're having a very deep realization that you need to be very vulnerable within yourself in regards to everything, and you're sort of the way you nourish people, you're nourishing yourself here. And you're doing so physically and spiritually without you realizing it. I see you're more focused on the spiritual at this time. You're more focused on ideas. You're more focused on concepts. You're more focused on plans. But by you being like this, being more focused upon yourself rather than your environment and the people around you, you're not just nourishing yourself spiritually, but you're unknowingly doing it physically as well. You're bringing something back to life within yourself. hope. I see a lot of hope here. You're bringing back hope into life. You're bringing hope back to life. Sorry, um, you're bringing hope back to life within yourself. Um, about where it is that what height you want to climb to. In regards to life in general, you're bringing back hope that yes, I can be like that. As odd as I may be, and as different as I may be, I will be able to climb to that pinnacle, that height, and see what it is that I desire to see, and what it that height you sort of yearn for, like being at this high vantage point and looking over things and be like, I've made it. Um, you want to spread your wings, basically. You want to feel the air. That's quite interesting for you, Libra, because you're an air sign, obviously. It's like you want to be high up and you want to feel the air. You kind of want to let your wings like just take in the air. I don't know what bird it is, but there's a bird. It's a black bird, and it kind of goes like this. It spreads its arms out, right? Its wings out, and it sort of just spins around. Like it will stand on like a buoy. A buoy is like in the sea, and it will stand on the buoy, and it put its weight on the buoy in such a way that the buoy starts spinning around. Um, and I feel like you want to kind of like do that, but at a high vantage point. Like you want to just really spread your wings out, and feel the wind in between them. I mean, I guess it does it. That bird, whatever that bird is, I don't know what its name is. I've seen it plenty of times, um, but I think it does that. Like shifts its weight on the buoy, to spin it around so it can feel more air. Maybe the air high quite up in like mountainous areas is a different kind of air, and that's the kind of air you want to feel in. Like I see you almost like have your chest out. I'm seeing you as like this bird. You're pink in color, and you're like almost like got your chest out and your wings out. White in color, white and pink in color. But you're healing yourself in a very major way. You don't realize it, and I feel like this is again connected to your emotion. I think you give people too much of your emotion, and that sort of drains you, and you don't realize it, but it's draining you spiritually and physically. Um, but I see you also having a victory in regards to this. You're seeing progress within yourself. You're seeing that I am leveling up. I am, um, you know, getting my ducks in order, so to speak. Like you're bringing parts of yourself in harmony within yourself, and it's like you're making agreement. I see you like, I see like there's one of you, and there's like five, six of you around the table, and it's a round table, and you're all like agreeing, you're all like nodding your head, like you're talking, and the rest of different parts of you are all nodding their heads. They're all different colors. I'm seeing purple, green, orange, red, yellow. How much was that? Orange, purple, green, red, yellow. Five, yeah. And then there's you, so that's six in total. Um, but you're seeing progress, and it's making you very enthusiastic about what's to come in the future. At the beginning of the week, you're having some sort of chaos. You're experiencing some sort of chaos. Um, and I believe this is something to do with you internally. This has got something to do with your spirituality. It's got something to do with your psychic gifts. Um, you're being asked to be calm in regards to whatever this is. Maybe your psychic gifts are coming more online. Um, maybe like you're waking up something within yourself, some sort of power within you, and it's sort of freaking you out, is what I'm getting here. You kind of like, maybe you might be sensing spirits, seeing spirits, hearing spirits, but it's freaking you out. Um, but your guidance here is to just be calm, be compassionate towards whatever you're experiencing, be compassionate towards what you might be experiencing. I don't know what it is, but it's something related to your spirituality, your psychic gifts. It's connected to your psychic gifts. Your intuition is heightening at this point. The more you are transitioning. I don't feel like this is something you're going back on, but you're transitioning into a way of being, a new way of being, a new way of looking at life, a new way of looking at yourself, and you're nourishing yourself first. And as you're doing so, your intuition is heightening. Your intuition is more connected to your throat chakra, and as your intuition is more connected to your throat chakra, it's unlocking some sort of psychic gifts within you, or it's bringing them more to the forefront if they're already unlocked. But you're being asked to be compassionate within yourself. You're asked to bring balance within yourself, by being compassionate, and just be calm about the situation. Like whatever it is, it's chaotic. I can see it's very chaotic. You might feel like things are opposing you. You might be sensing stuff, and you're like, oh, feeling a bit scared, like you're out there alone, and all these things are around you, and you're noticing different strange things. You might be seeing and hearing. You might be seeing things in the mirror. Don't be freaked out. There's nothing to be freaked out about, to be honest. These things are around us all the time. We just can't see them. We only perceive a very narrow band on the electromagnetic spectrum, which is called visible light, which is what our eyes detect. But there's a much bigger bandwidth. There's at least 11 different things. Maybe it's less. I meant 10 different things. 9. I can't remember. But there's a lot more than just visible light that is around us all the time, but we're just not able to perceive it. So it's nothing to be afraid of. It just means like you're kind of like evolving in a way. You're kind of like upgrading physically and spiritually. But I see you here being very confused midweek, about some new opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. These new opportunities, you're not sure which ones are an illusion, which ones are fake, which ones are mirage. A mirage is like, when someone's walking through the desert, and they see like, and they're thirsty. They're really thirsty. They're really like tired of walking, and they see like an oasis in the middle of the desert. But a mirage is where it doesn't exist, and I feel like you're trying to really work out like which one of these situations is fake. So these opportunities are coming in. Maybe some of them, I feel, some of them have come in already, but you're making this decision. You're gonna have all these opportunities presenting themselves to you midweek, and you're just kind of like trying to figure them out. Some of them have already been presented before this week, and you're trying to really work out like, what's good for me, what's not good for me. I feel like you need to not allow. I feel like you need to not allow past influences, past childhood memories to make your decision for you, to sort of be your main focus point in regards to how you're making the decision. It's very important you don't allow past influences, childhood memories, being overly innocent about what it is that you want. Because you have to have the discernment to know that this is what I want. I mean, if you've gone through something before, then you're no longer innocent to that thing, because not all of these choices are good for you. I'm hearing one or two, only one, two of these choices are good for you. Only 2 of these choices. There's loads of choices that are in front of you, and you've got to make the decision. I'm hearing 9 choices. You've got 9 different choices. I don't know what you're doing at this time, but you've got 9 different paths you can take. These choices are paths representing love, career, personal growth, things like that. Like the different things that lead to a different outcome. Of course, the journey is a journey, and the outcome is different, but they all mean something different within you. It's kind of like, depending on what your goal is, that's what things you're gonna experience in related to good and bad. You're gonna experience. So if you go down the path of love, you're gonna find good and bad things that are related to love. If you go down the path of money, you're gonna find things that are good and bad related to money, and so on and so forth. So this is your choice here, but don't make it from a place of your childhood, memories, or what you thought in your childhood was a good thing, because you have more discernment now here, especially now that you're leveling up in a very major way. Use your intuition here is very important. Another guidance here from Spirit is um, pick one that gives the most to you and the one that you can receive and give the most. So pick the one that you can receive the most and you can give the most to people, and that's what makes you more abundant. Is when you receive, you give, and as you give and you receive, and as you keep amplifying it, you get more, and you receive more and you give more. So pick the one that you can receive the most from, the one that you feel. I think your heart is very important here. That you need to follow your heart, not follow your money. Not follow your money, follow your heart. I feel like you're all right for money, and you're trying to you make decisions from a point of looking at money. Don't make a decision from money, make a decision from love, like what you love. um, and that's going to help you make that sort of decision of what is going to give you the most. What can you receive the most from? Which one of these choices can you receive the most from, and give the most back? Because that's going to increase your abundance, and from a place of generosity and kindness to yourself, make the decision. This is a very big key here for you. From a place of generosity and kindness within yourself, figure out which one of these choices, these paths, these opportunities, um, that you can receive the most and give the most back. By the end of the week, I see you end up being very, very in this energy of security. You're like, I need to secure what it is that I need to secure. I need to be in control of my situation. I need to be in control of my harmony. I feel like your understanding of harmony within yourself is not as complete as you think it is. Like I see it like a percentage here. It's like more than 50% you're harmonious at the moment, but your full understanding of harmonious is not. You're lacking maybe like 30-40% of understanding what harmony really is. And I feel like this is why you need to kind of make a decision from a place of what you can receive the most from and give the most from. I feel your energy here is like when it's giving you like this sort of anxiety, like this annoyance, this anxiety when you're deliberating upon these choices of which way you want to go. You've got this like heavy sort of annoyance, and I feel like you will need to come to some sort of conclusion this week to help you move you forwards. But you're being in this energy of really trying to control the harmony within yourself, trying to control, the narrative. Not the narrative, but you're trying to really control how things are gonna unfold. But you cannot control the way things are gonna unfold because there's things that are beyond your control that may happen. The only thing you can really control is yourself. But I feel like you're not trying to do that. You're trying to control everything. Wherever you're unlocking some sort of psychic gift. You can't control it. It's something that's sort of like you're growing. Basically, it's like you're becoming more whole. You're becoming more online. You're becoming more activated. So your current understanding of yourself is not what it should be. Your current understanding of yourself is not what it should be. You have a bit more wisdom to gain before you make that conclusive decision. But you're trying to control this harmony. But you see, the more you do this, what's going to happen is it's going to reveal more and more about yourself. Maybe you might end up learning a lesson from this thing. It might end up being like a big key for you to unlock yourself. Mastery. So you being in this energy, I think is something that maybe you've been influenced in your past to be like this. You've been influenced by other people, or like, when you were younger, people, your family were like, you need to be like this and you need to be like that, and you sort of took it on board, and the way they were telling you to be is like this. This Four of Pentacles energy. But I see here is like, they were telling you to control the harmony within yourself, to control, you know your foundation, how you were building yourself. You needed to control it, and that's not true, because a great analogy is like, when you have a flower or something, or a plant or anything really. You can't control the flower, how it's going to grow. I mean, sure, you can try to, make sure it grows up and it goes, straight or whatever, and it doesn't, get bent towards a certain way, or the soil is good and you're watering it. You can do all of that, but you can't force it to grow in a certain way, which is, I feel like, the mentality that you've had this sort of mentality since a young age, of like, it had to be forced in this kind of way, like, if you were going another way, that this was the right way. So every time you deviated, you had to kind of like control yourself from really being who you were, and sort of pushing yourself back into this way of being, even though intuitively you've been guided a different way, is what I'm getting. But it's going to reveal something. I mean, it might cause a bit more chaos. So this is your heads up. It might cause a bit more chaos, and it might even cause a forced change to happen in your life, to some degree. Yeah, it could cause some sort of forced change to happen to some degree if you continue being in this Four of Pentacles energy. This Four of Pentacles energy, maybe it's going to have you a bit tongue-tied. But it's going to affect you during the weekend, and it's going to really have you in a place of negativity within yourself, and negativity in your mind, fear, anxiety, worry. You're going to be very worried about circumstances in general. But I feel like this is something you need to go through at this point in time, to help you master yourself, to help you gain a greater understanding of yourself. I feel like you've got layers upon you, that are starting. I feel like they're quite irritable. I feel it on your spirit, like in your energy field. I feel it like it's like this. You have this layer, and it feels itchy. Like you might feel quite irritable. You've been feeling, you've been feeling irritable as of late. Like when you have dead skin over your skin, it starts to feel itchy, and it starts to get annoying because it traps a lot of heat. It kind of feels like that in your energy. Like your energy can be a lot more greater than it is, but it feels like you've got like a straitjacket on, an itchy straitjacket. So your outcome for the week is, you will be looking at it from a very loving place. You will be looking at trying to harmonize yourself, which is very interesting. You're taking a good stance here, in regards to this situation. Your outcome is telling me here that you're actually confronting this sort of demon, within yourself, and saying, I need to stop doing this. It doesn't benefit me being like this. It only harms me. And I see you taking a standpoint of, stand. What's a stand? I was trying to say stand and stance. I don't know which one came out. But you're taking a stand. I did it again. Stand. What is a stand? Stand. That's a good word there. Stand. Maybe that means something to you. I don't know. Stand. Anyway, you're taking a stance point, of saying, look, I need to be more harmonious within myself, not fight the harmony, fight, being a different kind of way than the way I'm used to. Maybe it will bring more unity within myself. Maybe it will bring, balance within myself. And I feel like you're going to heal majorly as you're looking at things like this. You're gonna elevate. Your wings are gonna pop out. Your wings are gonna pop out. Not pop out. Sorry. What's the word? What do they call it when the wings flex? I don't know what they call it, but your wings are gonna flex. Like you're gonna be like that. Your wings are gonna come out. Whatever it's called. There's a word for it. I'm sure there's a word for everything. but oh, not everything. To be honest, there's not a word for everything. Um, so I feel like yeah, your wings is gonna allow your wings to be more stronger, so to speak. This is gonna heal you in a very major way, and it's gonna allow you to move very quickly towards whatever you desire in the future. And again, you're having a breakthrough in both love and career. So whichever one of these opportunities, I feel like, oh, okay, so the two that are of the line opportunities, one of them is love and one of them is career, that you can fundamentally pick one or the other that you would want to seriously pursue. But I see a lot of movement. You're like almost being swept away here by the wind. The wind is blowing you along. I think the wind is very relevant here for you, Libra. Maybe you like the wind. You like being in the wind. You like feeling the wind on your skin, is what I'm hearing. Um, Especially like when you're traveling fast or like you're high up or something, like on a bicycle or a motorbike or something. You like feeling that wind, but you're being really swept along very quickly by the wind here, as you're healing. So this is your outcome telling me that yes, you are making this stance. You are going to be moving towards what it is you're desiring, and you're not allowing this Four of Pentacles energy to fester too long. But again, it's different for different people. Generally speaking, yes, you're realizing that 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 energy is not good for you. You're having that revelation. It's going to feel a bit chaotic, so that's your heads up. It's going to feel a bit chaotic, and you're already going through some kind of chaos at the beginning of the week, and then you got even more chaos towards the end of the week. And it's like it's revealing that stuff. You're gaining mastery over yourself. You're gaining skills over yourself, not from a place of control, but from a place of vulnerability. And there's a big difference between that. When you're vulnerable, you're able to actually master something. But when you're really forced and controlled, you're not able to master things. You might think you might be, but you don't. It's like a flight and flight. Was it flight and fright? Survival mode, like how you have an uptake of cortisol, and the cortisol stops you from doing many things, and feeling certain things, and it's something similar here in that regard. And you are realizing this. You are realizing this. Try not to feel despair. I feel like you might be feeling very on edge. Like you might be feeling borderline disparity. I don't know if that's the word, but you're feeling a borderline despair. I feel like this has got something to do with your psychic gifts. It's kind of making, it's like sort of opening up barriers with inside of you that feel uncomfortable, and these barriers, they've been there for a very long time, and you've sort of, oh, okay, so you closed yourself off as you were going through life, and when you went through a certain amount of pain, like a great amount of pain, not even a certain amount, you went through a great amount of pain, and you sort of closed off these barriers within yourself. It's like you made a barrier within yourself that you would never allow yourself to get to this point again, and you sort of shut down something within yourself. But this week you're unlocking, and the unlocking is like a flood, like a floodgate. It's like the dam's been broken, and it's not just one massive dam. It's like these little small dams, but the water's coming in so fast. The healing's coming in so fast by you trying, having this sort of transition. At the bottom you can see the water there. It's coming in so fast that it's destroying all of these barriers all at once, and you're seeing progress. You've been victorious. You're gonna celebrate this. You're gonna feel like you've missed this. You're feeling you might be nostalgic. You might be having, past memories pop up into your head, and feelings, um, very deep feelings pop up into your mind, like just randomly. You're like, oh, I haven't felt like this, or I haven't felt like this in a very long time. But now that this is you're healing, you're in a major, major way. It's a big transition for you. But you're taking all the right steps. You're taking all the right steps in regards to whatever this is. You're freeing yourself from your mental prison. You're freeing yourself from a shortened force. So meaning that, your force is going to be a lot more greater. You're freeing yourself from keeping yourself back, shortening what you can do, shortening like doing less, because of the friction within inside of you. It's made you very small, much more smaller than what you actually meant to be, um, which is very interesting. It's like you've dumbed yourself down in a major, major way, over the years, and it's not accidental. It's by choice, and you've done it to protect your heart, protect your how you feel. That's why you're being called to be calm and be compassionate within yourself. You're being called to be to bring balance through compassion within yourself. Through compassion, it's very important for you to be very compassionate within yourself this week, um, because you have been through a lot. You've been through a lot. Yeah. I feel like all these swords are like sort of pointed to you, and I'm seeing this flower as your heart. Like all these people have had their swords pointed to you. No one else. It's like they couldn't find. I'm hearing they couldn't find anyone else, so they decided to go with you because you were shining too bright. And as each stage went on, and each big heartache, each big pain came, you shut yourself more and more off. But you're freeing yourself from this. You're freeing yourself from your imprisonment. You're freeing yourself from the jail that you've been in. You're freeing yourself from feeling trapped. Um, and you're unlocking your happiness, you're unlocking your wealth, you're unlocking your success in all endeavors, you're unlocking yourself majorly. Gratitude, it's like massive homecoming, is what I'm seeing. It's like a massive homecoming within you, and your intuition's very heightened. It's going to be very heightened. Your elements are going to be more balanced, like your fire, water, air, and earth is going to be more balanced within you. Yeah, you're going to be way more balanced within yourself, moving forward, and your intuition's going to level up, so to speak. But it's like a homecoming within you of things that you have missed about yourself. It's very emotional. I'm feeling your emotions. I feel like I was crying. Um, like things that you've really missed about yourself, and it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I stopped being like that, and I stopped um, caring about myself in that way, or I stopped doing this sort of thing, and I really enjoyed doing this thing, but I couldn't remember that I enjoyed doing this thing because I closed that part of me off. If that makes sense to you, you're going to be saying stuff like this in your mind this week. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but my eyes are like almost tearing up. It's very emotional, this energy of yours. I feel energies very, very, very easily, and I can tap into energies like very incredibly well. Um, but you are unlocking. You're freeing yourself from having the life you desire. You're freeing yourself from having wealth, having happiness, having gratitude for your life, for the air you breathe, the earth you walk on. You're going to be so grateful in the future about everything in your life, because you're stepping more into yourself. You're It's very strong earth energy here of you freeing yourself. Very strong earth energy. You're freeing yourself from your imprisonment. And this is the transition. This is the transition. you're like breaking away from the jail, and you're like on this boat, and you're being taken away. It's like you've got your face covered because you're meant to be in a jail, but you've broken free. It's looking really good for you this week. You're going to be stepping more into yourself, yourself that's been lost to you, yourself that you've not lost to you because of not because of accident, but because of choice. You've chose to close parts of you because the pain was unbearable, and it was the only way you could cope with the next day. Was to create these barriers within yourself, within your energy. I feel like you've got a big helping hand here from the divine spirits, from the gods and goddesses, helping you move away from all of this, move you to salvation, move you to absolution, and you're absolving yourself of all of the things all of the emotions that people have made you feel, but you feel responsible for them, and you're absolving yourself of that. You're saying, no, my emotions were very warranted. They were very warranted, and at the time they were definitely warranted, but I don't need to keep those emotions with me now as I move forward, because that was a lesson for me, and that was something that I grew from because I understood it. Your challenge for this week is having a clear mind, and self-expression. Express how you're feeling. Maybe write it down, journal how you're feeling. I feel like that might be beneficial to you. Like, write it down. Oh, here's a good one. People don't realize, if you make like a voice note on your phone, and you're sort of like, I think this is more applicable to you. If you make like a voice note on your phone and record that voice note and then play it back before you go to bed, it's like you're giving and you're receiving, and it'll help you step into a position of understanding which decision you're going to be able to make. That's very important for you, I think. It just record it on your phone, just how you're feeling, just today's the date, whatever the date is, when you do it, and be like, I started the day in this kind of way, and I did this today and I did that, and then go into how you're feeling in general, and just make a voice note of it, however long you want, and then just listen to it that same day before you go to bed. And it's going to really help you step into understanding, giving and receiving on a much bigger level than because you're, as I said before, like your percentage of completeness is increasing within you. You're increasing how complete you feel within yourself. But I think it's very important that you need to have a clear mind, very clear mind this week. Don't allow this sort of need for control and security to overtake your mind. Again, your outcome was that you would be, going the other way, not going this way, or staying in this energy. Your outcome was that you would, find harmony within yourself. These challenges are present. They don't necessarily mean that they're going to happen to, such a crazy extent, but the energies are present. They may manifest some way or another within your spiritual, physical, mental, or emotional worlds in some kind of way. But they might not even bother you, depending on how you carry yourself. Another one of your challenges here is to feel defeated within yourself. Feel defeat, just straight up feeling defeat within yourself. This is really affecting your femininity by you feeling in a state of loss, in a state of defeat, of things haven't worked out for you. It's really putting you in jeopardy, because you're going to always be chasing. By you staying in this energy, you'll always be in your masculine. Masculine's kind of like the chaser for me. and the feminine's more like the receiver. And to get what is what you fully and truly desire, you have to be in your feminine. You have to be open to receiving, because you can chase for however long you want. Doesn't mean you're gonna catch anything. But it's good to chase what it is you want so that it does come for you. But if you're chasing and you're not open to receiving it, you're gonna be chasing forever. Um, and another one of your challenges here again is the clarity. Like, you really need clarity in this point in time. Clarity of clarity of your decisions is what I'm hearing. Because it's kind of like there's a lot more that you're dealing with within yourself than you have previously before, because you're obviously unlocking yourself, but you're dealing with a lot more within yourself during this week than you're usually used to dealing with. But moving forward, things are going to be moving for you. But during this week, it feels really uncomfortable because you're having some sort of psychic gifts that are spooking you out, and then you've got to make a decision during this week, and then you've got this thing that's from your past coming in, trying to hold you back. So there's a lot of things that are happening within you this week. So clarity is very important here. Clear thinking, clarity. Again, I see you seek going inside yourself and having a look and being introspective of what it is that you desire and which way you want to go. And I do see you taking the right route. Again, these challenges are present. They're going to manifest in some way or another. But your peace will be restored by the end of the week. You're going to be feeling a lot better. Drop me a comment. Tell me how things are going for you. But yeah, I'm going to leave you a reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you soon. I'm doing personal readings now, so if you'd like a personal readings, it'll be in the description of where you can get one from.